Perhaps the only thing that boasts more A-list stars than Davis's resume is the guest list at his annual pre-Grammy gala. But this year, we're crashing the party.
Look at this, it's so insane.
Jordin Sparks was just 17 when she became American Idol's youngest winner ever in 2007. Now she's a platinum-selling recording artist with an invite, and we're her +1.
Oh my gosh, Katie, do you hear this? I have your exclusive all-access pass into the Clive Davis legendary Grammy party. No cameras have ever been there before. One word to describe Clive Davis.
Legend. A legend.
Genius.
Generous.
Iconic. A king.
Ultra professional. I know that's not one word.
Can I have a few more words?
I heard what connects you and Clive is ping pong. Can you tell me about that?
Oh my God, do you know that Clive Davis is the best ping pong player in the world?
Really?
I'm not kidding. So I like playing ping pong. And someone said, oh, Clive likes ping pong too. So he shows up and he's got on like a suit, he's got his little like sweater vest on. And I thought like, hey, before we listen to mixes, you want to play some ping pong? He's like, well, why, sure, why not? And he kicked my ass at ping pong. Oh yeah, and I was trying too.
It's an amazing night to be here and think of all the people who Clive has affected, and I hope that I can just pass that on.
The leather and all of this going on. You look beautiful.
You look amazing.
Didn't you look good? Look at Katy Perry. We're seeing her through the window in lovely pearls. I think she's got pearls all over her dress. She looks incredible. I have to ask you about Clive Davis. What do you think of when you hear his name?
Legendary.
Yes.
Something that you wish to be in life. My man is he's still kicking and doing it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
He hasn't stopped. So
He's the OG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
he's planted so many seeds, put so many things in so many people's minds to become great. That's a good person.
Do you come to this event every year?
Pretty much, yes. Clive is one of the last great music guys, and he's one of the guys I really respect because back in the days when record companies were real record companies, I mean real record companies, those guys would be in the studio at 3 in the morning talking about lyrics.
Hi, John. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So last year, obviously, it was really, really crazy.
It was shocking and surreal and just a strange time to hear that Whitney was passed away.
Right.
For it to have happened on the weekend that we celebrate music and the music industry, we celebrate Clive and all the work he's done, and us be reminded of it every year, I think that's not a bad thing.
I got to work with Whitney Houston on the last film that she ever did. To work with one of my idols and an icon, the experience changed my life, and I will never forget it.
Celebrate both with Whitney Houston and Clive Davis. Here's Jordin Sparks. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. So, our special Grammy correspondent, did you have a good time?
It was so fun, and it was really nice being on the other side of the microphone for once.
Were you starstruck, or was there anybody there who really intimidated you?
Alice Cooper actually was one of the first people that I ever did anything with. I was a part of his Alice Cooper's The Proof is in the Pudding Christmas concert when I was 14. Like,
really?
So it was just really cool to be able to see him. He also lives in Phoenix, and seeing Katy Perry through the window, I really wanted to talk to her. She's so sweet and she's so kind.
Well, tell me about behind the scenes. I know this is a very exclusive party, and so we were really lucky that they actually let our cameras in there. But they do something called strategic seating, where they put interesting people together, like they put Al Gore with a hip-hop star.
Yeah.
Were you sitting at a good table?
I actually was very surprised. I walked in and I went to my table and we sat down. It was kind of empty when I got there. And then Gary and Pat Houston, they sat down, and then Whitney's agent sat down, and then Brandy and her fiance, and I was like, I'm so excited to be sitting at this table right now. So it was really fun, and it was good to see them again as well, to just be able to say hi and thank you, and that I love them.
At the same time, that must have been hard, because as you know, and as you mentioned last year for this party, that was the day that Whitney Houston passed away. Was her absence really felt?
Every single year, like John said, we're gonna be thinking of her. We're gonna feel her presence when we're there. But it wasn't really a sad feeling. It was more of a, you know, remembering her, remembering that happened, but at the same time, realizing just what a legend she was and how incredible she was.
And of course, today we're celebrating someone who really made Whitney Houston's career, Clive Davis. What do you think of this mega music man and all that he's done?
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, Clive has had his hand in so many artists' success, their song choice, you know, their development, and you can just see from, you know, the charts and the stuff that he's been involved with. He really is the man with the golden ears. Like, he can hear things that somebody else might not be able to hear.
I know you're going to stick around, and when we come back, the legendary Clive Davis on his career and on losing his greatest love of all.